Hello world, today we are producing a biomass which is so good for growing anything in your garden and for getting rid of the branches. So first part, how to prepare yourself. It is very important, do not skip it. Second part, I'm gonna show you the grinder and how to operate it. And third, we're gonna actually grind these branches. So first of all, it's gonna be loud, so get yourself some protection. It's really handy, it will make your job so much nicer. Have these. Second, I was trying to wear different glasses, but there was always some chips coming through. Then I bought those with a sealant around, like a spongy sealant around it, and then I couldn't see anything when I was getting hot, and the moisture would get into it inside. So the third is this one, and that's the one I'm gonna stick with. I'm using it for working with the grass, for cutting wood, for grinding branches. This is the best thing because my face is protected. There will be things, chips, getting pushed or kicked out of the grinder into your face. So this is really good, and you can see everything. First thing first, when you buy a wood chipper, this is a gasoline motor, pretty powerful. You need to know how much thickness of these branches it can take. If it says in the description of a particular model that it will take up to 4 inches thick branches, be prepared. It's going to be 4 inches thick rotten branch and maybe about 3 inches thick branch from a healthy, still living tree, because this healthy living will be much more hard. And of course there are different types of trees, of wood. Some will be harder, some will be softer. Just know up to means up to, but usually maybe 15-20% less. This is rotten, and I could put it through this machine, no problem. It can take much more than this. I'm going to show you that. The second thing is this protection. This is something that turns the ignition off, just in case the machine is trying to suck you in and turn you into a biomass. But the problem with this is that sometimes these branches will also switch the ignition off while some of it is already inside the blade. The blade is spinning there. When it's inside and you switch the ignition off, the motor goes off and it gets stuck. It will be very difficult for you to remove it. You need to remove some parts of the machine, just open it up. You need tools for that. It takes time, it's frustrating, it's bad for the motor, bad for the blade. So this, in my opinion, should be up here. It would be nice to have some additional thing to maybe switch the ignition off if you really go in, but this is just too easy for the branches themselves to switch it off. Just know it. When you buy the machine, it's good to know what kind of system you have. Many people actually switch this off so that it doesn't work. Okay, the next thing, how are you gonna put this inside the machine? With the thicker side or the thinner side? The thinner side seems more logic, right? This has been already cut, but if it was longer, and I know this is thick and this is at the limit of my machine, I will rather keep it on the thinner side and just keep it, not letting the machine to pull it too quickly, because those blades are not only turning this into this, they also pull your branch. So I'm not letting the machine to pull too quick, thus allowing the machine actually do those 4 inches, 5 inches. This one will take around 8 inches thick branches. But of course, I'm not gonna do it like that. If I have it long, I'll just let it take slowly the thicker part and then just let it go. You don't want to hold it. The next thing, this is amazing. This will go just like that, but this can be very problematic. So don't try to somehow push it and just, force it you want to cut these into maybe forks, into like 2 branches. When you have just 2 branches, it's much easier. When you have 8, it's just not really easy. Another thing to remember is that when I take this branch here and I think, oh, this is really thin, it's okay for my machine to just swallow it. Not really, because all these will add up, and this can actually get stuck when the motor is not powerful enough. So just remember that all these small branches will add up into the thickness, the actual thickness. That's pretty much it. Now I'm gonna show you how the thing works, but first I'm gonna cut some of these branches. Let me show you how. I was first trying to use a chainsaw for this, on some kind of blade saw, but this is so quick. So now I'm just using this. And now that I'm about to finish with these branches here, I'm gonna warm up the motor. This is for checking your oil, engine oil. I'm not gonna remove it right now to show you, because each time I do it, a little bit of oil drops, so I just don't want to lose it. It is there. Of course, you need to have the gasoline. Here is the ignition. Here, I'm gonna switch it to the right, letting the fuel to go into the motor. And here's the choke. The cold engine needs a choke. The choke off. Ready? This side. This is good for pushing other branches. Let it cool down a bit. This is what I left. 1, 2. I could have taken this one. And 3. See, something like that. That's more than 3 fingers. And here is the biomass. Yeah, in 2 years we're gonna eat this. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.